Welcome back. I'm back with another part of Hogwarts Legacy. So, I know I've been uploading videos on Hell's S, but I don't want to abandon this game because I also think that this is an amazing game. And I think I said before, with the sequel being confirmed, I'm very excited to share this as well. Oh man, I went to go, put my, cross my leg over my other leg to get comfortable, and my foot dragged a bunch of cord with it. So, yeah, we're still level 1. Where we left off on this game was we just received the discovery guide, and we're finally going to start being able to explore Hogwarts. So let's go ahead and get at it.
Like that, inside and outside of the castle.
I still think that's awesome. Not a fan of snakes, believe it or not. I love Slytherin. I think that entrance way is awesome, but I don't really care for snakes.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Will do. Okay. I guess I should go to the flag that's bouncing up and down.
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I really wish they would have added...
anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
I really wish they would have added an animation for the festival.
Something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
So, I know that I forget, she probably just said it too, but I can't think of that professor's name, the one that was with us when we were going through Gringotts. He doesn't want us to spill the beans on what exactly transpired, and I'm not really. I know. In the long run, it doesn't really matter. But for a gameplay standpoint, for being actually in the world, that's the thing. When I play a game, I don't just play the game. I actually envision myself as my character and try to do things that I think is the right call. And so building trust with NPCs would be very important to me because I'm placing myself in the game. Like, my character is me. So, if that makes any sense at all, I connect with it. And so I thinking like that, I don't want to get on his bad side, so I will tell her that nothing happened.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said.
Fig, okay.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, so let's talk about butterbeer. I actually quite like the taste of beer, and my favorite is a toss-up between Blue Moon and Corona. But okay, watching the Harry Potter movies as a kid, I never actually thought butterbeer was a real thing. Well, I then found out that it is a real thing. It's not quite how they portray it, but it is a real drink. And I'm actually really curious what that tastes like. I want to try butterbeer. And if anyone has, is it good?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival.
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Field guide. I called it a discovery guide. But, I've never actually completed that guide. I've never actually beat the game. I've gotten extremely far, but as I mentioned before, the game glitched and it would not let me save past a certain point. And that was one of the late game broom flying challenges, and I would win that race, and then I'd go on and I'd do a bunch of stuff, and then I would save, and then I would quit. I'd go back the next day, and none of anything I did would be saved. So I would do it all over, and then I would save. I'd save again, save a third time, then quit. Come back the next day, nothing saved. So I don't know why it did that. I was playing on Xbox Series S, but so yeah, I've never beat the game, so I've never actually completed this guide. But I have completed a fair portion of it. Now I have to do it all over again. Okay. Yeah, let's go aiming quest. I want to learn Accio first.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Oh man, the moving. I really wish that we could actually go into a magical world and just have a bunch of wonders like this. That's awesome. Is that green or is that gray? It should automatically unlock, so must have. To me, that looks gray. Okay. Peeves? Okay. Go slamming through it. Oh, kitty. That's not creepy at all. I just want to take in the sights. I can't express enough how much I love the Harry Potter universe and Hogwarts, and it's just also beautiful.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another.
Late bloomer here.
Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
That is one awesome teacher. Just so positive and happy, go lucky.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Accio!
Ow.
Stay focused. Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
Yes, sir.
I, of course, am going to try to win.
Accio.
No, stop, 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 stop.
Lisa.
Get out of my way.
That's it.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Nope, I held it too long.
Oh dear.
Split second too long. Okay.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past
Forgot
the
about
question
this.
at this point.
I'll say.
Here we go. Phew.
Accio.
Be sharp. Yes!
And too long again.
Well
No.
done.
Oh, barely.
Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
Excellent control there. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
All right. So you know how they have several single player Elder Scrolls games, and then they have Elder Scrolls Online. And depending on what kind of character you create and where you start depends on what your main quest line is. And you can start in multiple different provinces. So there's a few different, main quest lines for said province. And I think it would be interesting if they made a Hogwarts Legacy online. It included every single school of witchcraft and wizardry. Every magical school, or at least most of them. Like the one that she just mentioned, Hogwarts, the American one, and some of the others. And so your main quest line would be determined by what school you go to, where you start in the game. And you could go through and visit each school. Maybe you don't start as a student, maybe you're a professor, but you don't teach, or maybe you do, but you do something, I don't know. But I think it'd be interesting to have a Hogwarts Legacy online like that. And of course, it'd be, it's online, so it would be multiplayer. And you could, duel with your friends. You could battle big enemies with people. You could be evil and battle other players. I think that'd be cool.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
Nope.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive.
More
Not
powerful.
to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It would be more powerful.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Oh, sorry.
A word, if you would.
If you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it to
Did
employ
not
me.
mean to
Besides,
jump.
You know it's
You
going
wanted
work on
to
humans.
speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Okay. Level 2.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yes.
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Well, we're a rare kind of magic user. One that only pops up every once 100 years, I believe. And I have a question on ancient magic. So there's only very few people who can tap into ancient magic. But it's called ancient magic, which kind of implies that once upon a time it was a very normal magic that everyone used. So why is it now there's only like a select few who happen to be able to use it, and they're always late bloomers? That's one thing I don't get. It couldn't have just always been called ancient magic. Where did it come from? Ancient implies it was at one time normal. So what exactly is the deal with that?
Stupefy! Is that all you've got? Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today, we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprise opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, Levioso. Good. Well done. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Accio! This should be easy. Levioso! Lucky. Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Protego!
Protego. Those things.
Students with this adept.
Not bad for a beginner. Ha! You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing,
Amber.
but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
Revelio.
Class is dismissed.
I see you. Uh-huh.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly.
Good luck with that.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Total lie right now.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance, if you're interested. Till next time.
Does teacher have anything to say? Apparently not. Okay. Me. Alright, I think this is a good place to call it a quit. And thank you for watching. If you liked it, subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, tell me what you think. And I'll see you in the next one.